Alexandre Cote says, how is the conversation around first past the post and PR in Canada going? It is one of my biggest issues. So
when you
yeah,
have
proportional
rational
representation.
national priorities.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't heard much talk about it. Like, there should be a focus on Trudeau and his failure on electoral reform. There has been some talk about that. But because the focus of the media coverage right now is largely on conservatives and liberals, they're almost contrasting those two platforms and kind of ignoring the NDP and the Greens largely. So, I mean, some of that will change when we see more debates. I think the debate is coming up on October 7th, I believe, or it's coming up soon anyways. I hope Jagmeet Singh brings that up. I hope Elizabeth May brings that up, Trudeau's failure on first past the post or on electoral reform. So we'll see if it becomes more of a talking point then, but right now I'm not seeing too much about it. Jonas Levinson says Green parties are just a bunch of powerless. Sorry, Green parties are just a powerless bunch that will only do symbolic politics like ban straws and plastic bags. Is centrist Green really the way to go? Look, I agree with you largely. That's why I support the NDP. I do think our Green Party is kind of an eco-capitalist party. It's not a party that has shown a willingness to stand with labor, stand with workers, and yeah, a lot of it is that. That said, they still have, they're still solid on issues. They're still, they're not a horrible party. But if you're asking me, NDP or Greens, I'm more in support or more on the side of the NDP now than the Greens. Even though I ran as a Green Party candidate in the past, my politics have evolved as well since then. I know more now than I did back then. So when you learn things and you change, you grow, you evolve, your view on who you support changes. And also, I have to be clear too. I can go back and forth. I mean, to me, I'm never married to any party. It all depends on the candidate, all depends on the party, the platform, their history. So depending on all that, that's where I based my support on. A lot of people, I especially notice this with older generations, they just stick to a party. Like, they stick to the label. Oh, I'm conservative. I'm a liberal, and they don't question why. There's no underlying reasoning there. It's just like the team they chose. It's like a sports team. It's so absurd. I mean, when it comes to politics, you have to base it on the platform, the candidates. I mean, what they're actually about. But a lot of older voters, and this isn't to paint all older voters. Obviously, a lot of you are very intelligent and know exactly what's going on. But you know people in your generation. I mean, I'm disappointed when I see people in my generation as a millennial that are just completely, obsessed with issues that don't really matter.
Priorities.
So it happens in all generations. But whether it's, conditioning through the way media talks about politics as kind of a horse race, I think that's a big part of it. People just don't question their motives or their support of certain parties.